boy. What do you do? Since today's a Sunday, I have decided to make a video about my relationship between me and God. So God and me, I always turn the things around. But the point is, this is going to be awesome experience, how I would personally experience it with God. So today I want to talk about something that I understand. So with that in your mind, I will go by these two. 1, 2. So this is tools that I normally use it for whatever the reason, the basic fundamental analog stuff. So whenever I start to write my thoughts that I try to make a very special note about it, I use either ballpoint pen or this notebook, any type of notebook, any paper I'm saying. And since I have these two, this is my fundamental basic tools. So money, time, energy, everything is, to me, is a tool. So with that in your mind, I always use this tool to make it very basic stuff that I have given. And sometimes I could have a very fancy items, just like Mont Blanc, like super high-ended, the ballpoint pen. But to me, it's always a fundamental thing is like what I'm looking for. To me, the pen, the ballpoint pen is what I need. Papers or this type of notebook, that's what I need. So something that I'm kind of used to it, and this camera right now, this camera is like something I am not used to yet, but since I start to decide myself to doing the vlog, this is the tool that I have. So as Gary Vaynerchuk recommended me to use a cell phone to record or document every single step you do, this is how I did it. And so I want to increase a little by little, but I want to see myself as a commitment. With this is a basic tool that I can squeeze maximum, as much as I can with this tool. So somebody created this tool, and I'm a human being to use I'm the one who actually use it. So with that, I don't know, the more I get better, the more I can make more contents and more stuff that I can provide a value to you. So that's how I see it. And so just bring it back, all the way back, that why I brought this God's relationship between me and God and me, is because when the Bible verse saying that when David was trying to fight with Goliath, he were first aligned with his super heavy, duper, this precious armors, but then he couldn't even walk, he couldn't even do his thing. So he rather choose his pockets, slings, and few 5 stones from this pond or whatever, and he grabbed those, something that he's really used to it, and grabbing his shepherd's staff to use to kill Goliath. So here's what I'm talking about. When I hear that story, was very fascinated that something I can understand, something God always gave me to use it as a tool, and by using that, that's how I get better. I probably can't even understand if because sometimes even myself try to get the stuff that really high-end stuff, and I try to get really nice stuff. But then if I do not know how to use the basic stuff, basic feature of it, to me this one starting with as a phone, I just do not realize that how a smartphone can be improved this way. But then to me it was always a phone. If this phone doesn't do phone calls, then to me is it's not worth it. And since I started using that smartphone smarter way every single step that I grew up into, and this is how I use it as a tool, and something I am always willing to use it for extra stuff, and that's how I got better. And that's how David beat Goliath not using tools that everybody's saying that this is good, this is how you should wear, this is how you should do. But he rather go with something that he can understand. That's how God always talks to me about it. Through the Bible. Me as talking to God as a prayers, my prayers, and then he talks me back through his words. I don't have Bible with me, but that's how he talks to me back. And whenever I read the story, the Bible verse, that's how I understand how God has created same thing for my life and how he did it 2,500 years ago to David. That's something how I understand God, and that's how he talks to me, and that's my understanding is even bigger. So with that in your mind, that's one of the things that I understand, that God, I ask God that I have all these great tools, including this camera. How can I use it better? That's how he showed me. So I use this phone to create a content, create a videos, as more than 500 videos. Now I'm starting to understand why this is a matter and why this is something I can understand. This is why something I'm willing to do. And without all these tools, without all his help, probably I can't even do the things that what I'm doing right now. Having a confidently talking about this stuff, me and relationship between God and me and God, that's couldn't even be able to, like, it's just not possible. Just not possible at all. So I'm gonna close today with this, and I've decided to do posting this every single Sunday, talking about the relationship between me and God, what he's telling me today at the service, and what I heard from that moment, and along the week, what I've learned, what God is telling me every single day, by the way. And that's something I'm willing to do, and let's see how it goes. And I'm really grateful for how God has provided so many things, so much, it's just beautiful weather outside. Like, look, it's just like so beautiful. Like, I don't know, the weather is so beautiful. I mean, that's how I see it every single day. So, but today's the dead day, and I decided to do it, and I'm on it. Thank you, God. God is good all the time. All the time, God is good. I'm very hungry, but that's chop chop. Super hungry. Super hungry.